How's it going, guys? Ambrosio here. Welcome to another live commentary. Today we're just gonna hang out and play some spy and run around, stab some people. Nailed it. Hey, sniper. I was gonna go say hi to the sniper. Oh, I did not expect him to actually, think about spies. Apparently he did. And hey, sniper, do you know you're being attacked? Well, you do now. You got shot. Try get in here and get a stab, using the kunai to spice things up. I should name it Spicy. Nailed it. Oh gods. Too many people. Go heavy. Run out here again. And I have actually an interesting story. Okay, so I went on a one-day trip somewhere. It was legitimately a one-day trip, it wasn't any longer. It was like 23 hours and 20 minutes, the length of the trip, this trip. Anyway. To go forward with the story, to get to the place that we were going to, we had to go on a ferry or like a small cruise ship, I guess you could call it actually. That'd be probably the more accurate like description of what we were on, rather than so while we were on this small cruise ship, I don't usually get seasick or motion sickness or whatever you want to call it. Usually I'm completely fine, but for this one time, the sea was like the rockiest thing you've ever seen. It was so damn rocky, it was ridiculous. So the sea's like going all over the place, and I'm looking out because we're driving to the ferry and I can see it already. And I look out and I just think to myself, this is not a good day to be doing this. This is a terrible day to be doing this. And so we go there, and we're on this ferry. And it started off completely fine, like it was like, I was like, oh nah, maybe the ferry's good enough, maybe it's big enough to not really make it so we notice it at all. But as it kind of progressed, the journey progressed, like it got like 15 minutes in maybe, then we got to the real bad part. Like this thing was starting to like completely go all over the place. It was a bit ridiculous. Even then I wasn't starting to feel sick, and near the end, like it was coming like maybe half an hour till the thing was over. Oh, didn't see the mini sentry there. So yeah, as I was saying, half an hour till the trip was over. It was really rocking, like it was serious rocking. Like this thing was making me like feel slightly sick. But yeah, it was this completely ridiculous like rocking of the ship. I was at the front of the ship, and I could like see the ship going up and down the wave splashing. It was pretty amazing actually, but not great though. So we got to the place and did a whole bunch of things. Nothing really happened interesting, though I did see one thing. So we were driving past this place, and their logo was like this man holding up the world, like so Atlas, if anyone knows Greek mythology, and above it said Atlantia. And I had to, get really lagged. I kind of face palmed at that, because if anyone who doesn't know, Atlantia, I believe, is the lost undersea city, and Atlas, the the Titan in Greek mythology, who holds up the world. And so that was pretty funny. The last bit of this trip that I'm going to talk about is the fact that when on the way back we decided not to take the ferry, and we went on a plane, and this plane was arguably the smallest plane I've ever seen. It was like 15 meters long. It could have been only 15 meters long. If you had said it was any longer, you probably would have been lying. And so while we went on this 15-meter long plane, I was at like the real front of the plane. So if you can imagine the cockpit and then me, I was right there. And this plane was so small that they didn't really have like a bit between the cockpit and where everyone else was sitting, so I could see right into the cockpit. Like, I could see the other steering wheel, which was kind of mimicking what the pilot was doing with the steering wheel. I could see all the little gauges and bits and bobs and flashing lights, and oh man, it was pretty seriously awesome. But it was pretty cool because I could see the altitude meter, and that was cool and scary at the same time, because then occasionally it would like drop 10 meters or so, and you wouldn't even feel the 10 meters, like you could feel like a slight drop. But this 10 meters like was kind of scary, because you could see the 10 meters that you knew it was going to drop, and it would drop and it would suddenly go down and go up. And point being is, this tiny plane, it was really bad weather again. Seems like that was like the whole thing of our trip, is that the bad weather, and pretty much bad weather again. And we're in the sky this time. We're not on the water, we're in the sky. So this little tiny like plane, I don't even know if you call it a plane, was rocking. Oh my god, it was going left and right, up and down, left and right. And it was some serious stuff. Like, that thing was ridiculous how much it was rocking. Like, it wasn't rocking like a tiny bit. Every once in a while it would do tiny amounts, but most of the time this thing was rocking like hardcore. It was like really intense, and I could see like the little tilt meter thing. I don't know if what you would call it, but I could see this, and so I could see when the plane was kind of going on its side. At one point it like went straight on its side, and it was actually kind of scary, I must say. I must admit it was kind of scary for me, because I'd never been in such a small plane, and kind of that thought was, you know, a bit overpowering a little. So that was kind of my story about that. And now I have no more stories. I don't actually know how long I've been recording for, but I have no more stories. Though to say, I think I got a few good stabs in this round. How many backstabs? I had 12 backstabs. Silly how many points you get for backstabs. I'd rather I got more points for like gun usage. Like, honestly, spies would have so many less points if they got 2 points for gun usage. Like, just gun usage, not even like you know, not even gun kills, just gun usage, because I'm pretty sure most of the pub spies just don't use guns at all, ever. So that's my story of my one-day trip. It was pretty awesome, actually. Pretty awesome one-day trip. But that was kind of another full story of it. I think I have a scout contract, so after this life we'll change over to scout. And I wanted to talk about the spy tutorial that I put out. Like, did you guys think it was useful? Did you guys like it? Would you like more? I'm definitely going to make another one covering another subject that's quite important that goes along with the gun usage. But I was wondering if you guys wanted to see a full series out of it, like do everything, like try if I could maybe, you know, try and do everything that there is that I know about Spy, or can give tips on about Spy. Because if there's one thing I do like to play, is Spy. So yeah, if I could get some comments about that, that would be awesome. Also, another thing, don't be afraid to leave a comment. Oh gods, no, no, no. I missed way too many shots there, shouldn't have missed that many. Do I wait here, or do I... Please be bad at aiming. Oh my, he had a wrench. He actually had a good idea for once. He decided he was bad at aiming and went in for the wrench. So yeah, some feedback on that would be appreciated. Now we're just gonna hang out, listen to some music. I should put some music in the background of this video, and hopefully, you know, do some stuff. Quick selling one unusual. Haha, that is funny, that guy. I actually saw him on TF2 Outpost today. I saw what he was selling. I'm pretty sure it was a Blizzardy Storm something. Don't exactly remember. I'm just gonna walk over here. You're just gotta be completely convinced I was okay. Yep, I planned that. Best actor in the world. Where did that Spy go to? Spy? I'm a spy too! You're dead. I like how dead ringers don't block backstabs anymore. It means when you're facing your friends and you backstab them, if you're like doing a trick stab thing, you know they're dead. One thing about trick stabs is it's important to use places that other people don't, you know, use. Because if you do that, then you're more likely to get the trick stab. Like that little corner over there, no one uses that, you kidding me? That's never ever used. Ever.